Hi everyone, big congratulations if you're watching this. You've made it through a very boring 2 weeks of international football and we're back ready for game week 12 of the Fantasy Premier League. I thought I'd give you a quick insight into where I'm thinking just ahead of this game week. I actually think it's going to be quite a tricky week. I actually think it's going to be quite low scoring, which might sound a bit strange to some of you. The reason for that, I think there's quite a few banana skin matches, particularly for the big teams. If you start with Man City, they've got quite a tricky away game. Leicester, their new manager, Poyel, is quite a defensive type manager. I wonder if he might frustrate them a little. Chelsea go to West Brom. They've got a bit of a point to prove. Tony Pulis back against the wall. A little bit. They're on quite a bad run. I could see them digging in and playing quite a defensive system to try and stop Chelsea's attack. Arsenal, of course, they play Spurs in the lunchtime kickoffs. That's a derby game, could go either way. Liverpool play Southampton, another defensive team. So Southampton are probably going to go to Anfield, looking to defend and maybe come away with a draw. And then, of course, you've got Man United, who looks on paper a fairly easy game, that one against Newcastle. But if you go back 10, 12 years, Benitez, Mourinho have a history there. They've got a real track record of not getting on so well, and it goes right back to the Champions League semi-final back in 2005, Liverpool-Chelsea, and there was quite a heated two-legged affair there between those two managers. So I actually think United could find that quite tough tomorrow. Speaking of United, one of the things that's really interesting that's happened today is, of course, the news that Ibrahimovic and Pogba are both going to be back from their injuries. So I think if you've still got your wild card, I would be holding that for now if I was you. I think we're coming into winter. It's going to be a very congested time with lots of fixtures happening in short spaces, lots of rotation. I think you've got those two big hitters. They're game-changing players that if you can get into your team, if those guys hit form and your rivals don't have them, that could really open up some opportunities for you moving forward. So that's my little assessment. I hope you have a great game week. Thanks to everybody who reaches out to me on Twitter. It's great to hear from you and chat about your teams. So keep the tweets coming and enjoy. Cheers.